There is some confusion this morning over the parasitic illness outbreak after health officials called a positive test on Taylor Farms lettuce a false alarm. However, they still say evidence points to the Taco Bell supplier. Carter Evans has the very latest.
The FDA admitted its mistake just one day after saying it had a positive cyclospora test on a sample of lettuce from Taylor Farms in Mexico. Former FDA Associate Commissioner Peter Pitts.
With things like cyclospora, it's much more difficult to recreate it in the lab, which means that it's harder to run tests.
The agency maintains its traceback investigation continues to converge on lettuce from Taylor Farms, but food safety experts say the contamination could have happened weeks ago on a prior crop.
It may be the case, as in the case in most investigations, we will never find out definitively where the source was from.
Meanwhile, Taylor Farms says its voluntarily recalled product was limited to iceberg lettuce grown and processed in central Mexico.
Do those farms in Mexico have the same standards of cleanliness that we do here in the U.S.?
They absolutely have to abide by FDA standards and by U.S. agricultural standards, 100%. Do they always do that, is the question.
If people wash their lettuce at home, is that effective?
No, because a lot of these pathogens cannot be washed off for a variety of reasons.
Timothy Litton wrote a book on food safety and says he believes the investigation is moving in the right direction.
So if people are standing in the produce aisle tonight looking at lettuce and thinking whether or not they should buy it, what do you tell them?
I would say that every time you go into the fresh produce section of your supermarket, you do the same thing when you get on the highway to drive to work, which is you take a risk.
In an effort to reduce government spending, the Trump administration has made cuts to public health, but health officials say that has not impacted this investigation. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.